poster and all. I'll show you the poster. Cut to the poster. There it is. Fathom event premiere. That was changes the dynamics of the shot. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna scooch up. So all right. I'm going to the movie now. The candy is too expensive. It's $5 or so. A big line. So I didn't want to avoid the line. The dude in there is the. Wow, this is gonna be a little awkward. This is Fathom event premiere. I also got one for KO Dan. But that is okay. Alright, I'm here. Silly Kelly's over here. And this here's Billy Allen Balls. Miles of Penis. Or whatever. Better known as also as Shubalafa, or the second half of the two weirdos. Silly Kelly and I tonight were at we had to go to the Jay and Silent Bob reboot. He gonna go to the one on the 17th now, maybe. Anyway, so yeah, Silly Kelly and I will discuss in the films. So yeah, yeah. But like I said, just give you my thoughts on it, and then his thoughts on it. I think that makes the most sense. Yeah. Reboot, remake of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, basically. In which they cast, Kevin Smith and Jay Muse and various members of the other cast of pretty much all of his movies. All of a cameo, almost all of them. There, they even referenced Chasing Amy at one point. And oddly enough, Will Ferrell's not in it, but everyone else seems to be. But yeah, so scooch up. So I'm almost in Billy's lap here. I'm in your lap. Yeah, so it's not the first time. Anyway, so yeah, this is Silly Kelly, the so director, producer guy, some of the Robotech stuff. Yeah, we were at the movie. It was good. It was a Jay and Silent Bob reboot. Fathom event. 2 special screenings that were aired there. We were at the 15th one, October 15th. Stay for the end credits, because there's some awesome stuff in the end credits, including including a Marvel-esque cameo thing. I won't give it that away. I don't want to give away too much in it, but you probably want to see that if you're a Marvel fan. I'll give away a little bit. If you're a Stan Lee fan, you're gonna want to stay all the way to the end of the movie. Just know that. Just know that. Yeah. We went into the mall and so before the movie, we're in the mall and Billy got some green pound cake he thought was pot. It wasn't, and he ate that, and then we ate cinnamon balls. And some chocolate at the chocolate. Anyway, so chocolate fair. Chocolate Ghirardelli store. And there was a tea at the green itch team tea at the cons, but I did not buy any food there. Ate before the show of the so it tells you about the mall. It tells you not about the movie. There was these 2 old guys. That's right. I'm going to tell you about the mall because that's a little different. I told you about the movie. It'd be like I'm repeating myself, literally. So these 2 old guys thought that because I was dressed up in the whole costume and everything, that I was some kind of like kitschy millennial And it was like texting or something. I stopped to look at the phone. Oh, said something rude about like stopping in the aisle, even though there was like plenty of room on either side of them. They could have just gone around me. Like the aisle, there's an aisle in the middle of the mall, and it was like this long pathway that's wider than the room. But no, stopping the aisle, it freaked them out because I wasn't a millennial though. It's weird. And I probably didn't realize I wasn't a millennial. So I had on the jacket, hat. But as indicated, the millennials wouldn't be fooled. So, anyway. Let's see. Yeah, it wasn't. It was fun. The audience was about maybe 50 people, a little more than that. It was very irreverent. It was very much break the fourth wall. There was even a scene in which they're in Brody's comic shop in the mall. They go back to the mall, and they reference, why would anybody come to see a reboot of this? And they look at the audience. That's funny. Shit. Oh, man. But Silly Kelly can tell you about the weird parallels between this and Robotech, but I will not. I'll save that for him. And some of our stuff, some of our Comic-Con stuff, too. Yeah, so we got, in the movie, Kevin Smith and Jay Mewes looking their age. Kevin Smith looking thin, and so I make a joke about that. Say they can't call him Lunchbox anymore. They gotta call him like a sandwich bag or something, because he's not fat anymore. Because he had a coronary, a widowmaker heart attack over a year ago, and they saved him. And now he's irreverently going on in his movie. So, at one point, he hilariously says of himself in the movie, Kevin Smith is a dick. Which I thought was pretty funny. But yes, so I did the whole Kelly thing. I thought that would be funny to do that. Yeah, this movie... it works on many levels as a reboot, reimagining. The humor in it works on multiple levels, although some of it does appear to kind of go over some similar stuff. Now, because it is an early screening, or an early screener, we cannot go over massive details because it's an early screener. Yeah, so that wouldn't be cool, blowing the story. Saban Entertainment helped with the movie. Yeah, so basically your basic plot is they're going to make another Blunt Man and Chronic movie. So Jay and Silent Bob got to go stop. Kind of the plot of the first the other Strike Back. But they go in a different direction. And they have you saw in the trailers, you saw Harley Quinn, and she, but Smith, Kevin Smith's daughter, is playing one of the leads in it. There's a funny bait and switch gag with the other girl in it. There's in the Robotech thing we did last year, or about a year ago. Yeah. A little less than a year ago, we did this Robotech thing. But the script was earlier. And we did this thing where the characters kind of... they referenced their children. They referenced the other stuff, and it was irreverent and similar. And they had off-putting jokes about the child they didn't know they had. That Rick Hunter has a child he doesn't know he had. And it's kind of a similar plot to this movie. Jay Mewes' character, the child he didn't know he had. It's actually Kevin Smith's daughter playing her. There's also a cameo with Batman, who comes out. Ben Affleck playing Holden. That does happen in the movie. They made up in time to be in the movie. And it has Jay Mewes' daughter in it. She's a little kid, probably like 5 or something. Yeah, she's younger. Harley Quinn is 18. Dan Phillips' age. Yeah, so from Yoga Hosers. I did not see Yoga Hosers, but in this movie, she sort of gets into the part and it plays it a little better than I guess the brief scenes I saw of Yoga Hosers. Even a reference to Porky's, of all things, at one point, involving Clan. What? They also have Mark Bernard is in it. Cameo. I won't give that away. You've seen him in the trailer, though, actually. I think that was him, Mark Bernardin. These are the guys that did the original Clerks. There's a funny gag where they walk into a room where there's a panel of the people from Clerks, and it suddenly goes to black and white. That was cute. That was funny. And they're like, "No, we gotta get out of here." That was actually funny. Yeah, there's a lot of little gags in there. A lot of Comic-Con gags, very similar to like a Calicat anime or a Comic-Con video. I think that's where the similarities come in, but you figure anybody that's gone to one of those a lot is going to come up with some sort of crazy, I'm going to do something crazy and irreverent about myself at a Comic-Con. I mean, they're going to do that. That's just what they're going to do. So it's not like they were borrowing from Channel Awesome. They were borrowing from, or me, or us at the Calicat show. I don't think they were. I think they were just like, oh, we thought of something similar and we went with it because it would be funny. Yeah. Yeah, there's at least two or three direct references to which is weird, I might add, but not uncommon, because clearly Kevin Smith's people have seen my reviews of his movies. I like them, so clearly he's seen our reviews over the Calicat show, so he's like, okay, I'll reference some of that, even though, yeah, this guy's not famous. I'll reference some of his stuff, sure, why not? In my movie, including the Merkin joke, which is dead twice, and the Iron Guy joke that comes out later, and the hologram joke, really. There's a hologram joke in it. There's a couple of them in there, and the Comic-Con going crazy thing joke. But yeah, movie reboot, fun jokes, good humor. There's a lot of the stuff is in the trailer. Kind of follow some of the key beats in the trailer. They do make fun of the whole internet people are their internet troll thing. They make fun of that. They make fun of the internet SJW thing a little bit, the Me Too thing a little bit. They make fun of everybody. And the alt-right people are completely ripped in the Klan scene. There's a Klan scene. They completely make a la Porky's, as you mentioned. It's similar to the scene at Porky's. So there was a scene at Porky's 2. For some reason, there's a Klan scene, just to make fun of them. Well, fine, why not? Yeah. So, sure. Yeah. Just about everything. Strangely enough, it does not really reference politics, really. So, it doesn't really do that. Yeah, it works as a movie. Go and see it. And yeah, we can't really tell you too much about it because we'll give it away, and this is a pre-screening. We can't give away a pre-screening. Like 6 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago, actually now, almost 6 months ago, at Fathom, and then Comic-Con. But we could chalk the Comic-Con stuff up to the Comic-Con that went nuts a year ago in LA, and that we had nothing to do with that. The 2018 Comic-Con, the 2018 one had been kind of a mess. He's making fun of that, so say that he's spoofing that and not little known Calicat, like random thing. But the Merkin thing is definitely from us. And the other stuff is other give away a pre-game. So yeah, go and see it on 17th, or go and see it on the go see it in theaters. It's not really about us. It's just that they came up with similar ideas. But we knew that some of their ideas were going to be similar. So when we made our Comic-Con videos, the trailers had come out by then. When we made our Comic-Con movie, we did not go in that direction. We did not decide to do what they were going to do in their brief little scenes for the trailers. We're like, okay, when we do Silicon Valley Comic-Con, we're not going to have a crazy run-amok scene because they'll think we were just copying the James Bob movie. It's the other way around. So we just, but that happened in the previous one at Fathom, so we'd already done it. I'm sure they did not. They were in production in this movie during, so it's not related. They just thought of the same minds. Right, minds think alike. Thought of the same thing. Yeah, so they didn't see the Robotech thing either. It's just that weird coincidence. Some other stuff is like the only way he would have even the direction they go with the children of shadow kind of esque thing going on. The twist ending, I can't give away the twist though, is there's a children of the shadow thing. They didn't call them the children of the shadow either. That's just us. Robotech story that cribbed from other Robotech stories. They didn't have a Teddy Ruxpin. But that's Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. I would say still technically a sequel. Or like it is funny that they do in fact do the Mark's Cards suggestion months earlier. The suggestion being that they're way too old to be the stoner slacker guys, so they kind of spoof that. Because they kind of would have to. They're our age. Yeah, it's just my age. Jay is John's age, so Mark's Cards' age. I mean, so that's. But we're not copying in Silent Bob or Beavis and Butthead or anything like that. I think our characters came out before Clerks. The stuff show with our characters in it was The Deadly Hour was 89 and 90, so way before Clerks. I can't give it away. Oh man, but if you've seen Children of the Shadow, let's just say there's a Russian in it. Leave it at that. that is like the robot in the movie. He couldn't have seen it. It's too soon. He was probably writing his script when we were writing ours. So it's great minds think alike. Is what it is, I think. So, if anything, they somehow saw it. Said yes. Actually, what it is Jay and Silent Bob are the Burns and Allen archetype. They're the Stan and Ollie archetype. They're the brainy guy and the silent guy has been around since silent movies, and so so that's the same kind of archetype, except in the case of Mark's Cards and Calicat, for instance, they're both brainy, and they're both highly motivated to do stuff and ramble on. Mark's Cards is more of the less silent type when it comes to like the basic stories, although he doesn't go out as much and do as many stories as much as Calicat the Prolific, who's got 24 books out as Adam, so doesn't do as many books. Mark's Cards has a few of those, as John. Yes, a few of those books are our books together. Breaking the fourth wall, because it's Calicat, it's Silly Kelly, and so the Prolific one is the J type of character is reversed in age, and he's actually Smith's age. Mark Scott's the end. Yeah. So when Clark started, I think Jay Muse was barely like 19, 20 or something, and Kevin Smith was older. He was like 23 or 24. Kind of similar. Kind of reversed. If there was any connection, there really isn't. I think K.O. Dan's friends are more like them than we are. But yeah, we're not in the reboot. Yeah. He tells you, no, don't tell him that part. But yes, so they go on this trip to California to stop the thing. There's an airport security joke that's out of Kevin Smith's Smodcasts, where he got kicked off a plane for being too fat to fly. There's a joke about that. Clever joke, actually. It's not actually a fat shaming joke. It's a funny joke. And, the comedy is very much a reflection of the old days, and so forth. But we certainly did a bunch of these movies where we had that irreverence, that same idea that this failed child star that's nearly 50 is running around with a teddy bear in a Chewbacca suit. Why is he doing that? This is really, really trying to still be a kid. Oh well, but yeah. Oh, I know. And incidentally, yeah, he's got another suit next Halloween. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I had to close this thing so we're not going to cut back and forth necessarily, because that'd be weird. So I'm just going to have to close this. I think everybody had a lot of fun. It was like nostalgic to watch it. Like a reunion special. Anything. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, cool. Leave it there. Final thoughts here, and then I'll jump over there. Final thoughts here. Yeah, go see the movie. They even have a reference to that whole like, they reference Tinder. They reference sort of the creepy pedo van people. The urban legend, which isn't necessarily an urban legend of creepy pedo van people, and they threw that in there, which is also referenced to something else. Yeah, because it was kind of creepy in the first one. They had a van, so now it's creepy again. Also, the creepy blogger guy people. So they make fun of everybody equally. Yeah. So yeah, it was good. Go see it. 17th if you can. This video is probably going to go up on the 16th because it's going to be a little late. So go to see it when it premieres in theaters. They've not announced an official. Probably pretty soon announce an official date. Apparently, there's going to be a road show, but I don't think it's coming to San Jose, which is weird. There's a million people in San Jose, but if it does come to San Jose, we'll be there. We'll try to figure out a way to be there, if we can. And then we will meet Kevin Smith and James. Yeah. And then it'll be weird. If that happens, we'll let you know. Next on the plate is Transformers Thing. The cast and crew are coming together for a Transformers Thing, based on the old Transformers mush. Yeah, so something else. Not going to give it away, but it's going to be cool. It's going to be epic. Yeah, so that's what they did. But yeah, there's some. I don't want to give anything away because yeah, Fathom event. Go see it when it comes out on the 17th if you can. Fathom event's special thing. Go see it a couple days. Of course, I just saw it. So I don't necessarily need to see it again on the 17th, but I'll wait till the full theatrical release a little later on and see it again in theaters with a full cast. What was interesting though is we were actually Hooty-hoo, Shubalafa. Alright, we're gonna need to close this thing, but here's a sneak preview of Silly Kelly's costume. What is this? What is this? Oh my god. What is this? Oh, she's got another one. It's going furry. Anyway, so blue and furry. Oh shit. Yeah, so we had the cookies. The cat is going on about the thing. And now the light's all way better. Because, yeah, light, way better. Anyway, so yeah, the Kevin Smith movie. I haven't met Kevin Smith and Jay Muse, but someday Mark's Cards and I will go to the downtown thing, go to the thing, the Scum and Villainy Cantina and see him at some point. We'll let you know if that happens. But yeah, there was actually some behind the scenes stuff. It looked like some of our former associates encountered at conventions and stuff were in this movie, which was cool. So I couldn't say that until now. Also, there were at least 2 or 3 people from some of the former and current Channel Awesome in that theater. Yeah. So there was a weird crossover thing going on, but in the theater. So. For this screening. So I imagine they will be covering it, the LA cast from them, or the Bay Area cast from them will be going up tonight and doing a thing, or something, pretty soon, covering the event. Since I was in full Silly Kelly mode, though, I don't think that they will say, oh, there was Cat on their channel. They won't say that. No, they wouldn't know. Yeah. So, they'd be like, oh, shoot. But yeah. It wasn't the main ones. It wasn't the Walkers, and it wasn't Brad Jones or anything. It was the minor ones that are on there on occasion. So. Yeah. Yeah. So that was cool. There was a crossover. I'll tell you about the crossover until after it happened. Yeah. So that doesn't mean we're associated. That means we happen to be in the same theater together. That happened once before, though. Fahrenheit 11/9. They're in that one too. So the LA ones, or not the LA ones, the California ones. They're not in LA. They're actually bigger. Yeah. But yeah. But the main ones are in Chicago, in Illinois, and I'm not anywhere near where they are. So.